This is another episode of Love's Diary, and I'm Antisocial Love, signing on.
You guys just agree to $90 a square foot. You ain't got to be thinking about certain things that you guys not even familiar with.
He thinks he's the only builder at the table. Been in this thing for 20 years. I'm simply better than you.
Okay, bro.
They was definitely right about some rivalries never die. But I always think that pride comes before the fall. So Maurice popping his collar and trying to flex. I mean, it seems like he really has a dislike for Martell, and we all who have been following the seasons know why. We all, I mean, in my opinion, Martell spilled some secrets that shouldn't have been spilled. After his marriage was destroyed, he ratted on everybody's marriage.
You lied about that I've had 20 women. You've lied
No.
about...
Let's correct that statement.
Yeah.
I said that I can guarantee that you've slept with 20 women since you've been married. So you saying we didn't even go to Vegas? I remember her when I met her in Vegas from your brother flying her in.
Now, again, it's up to them to deal with their own marriages. But in my opinion, Martell was not lying. He was not. Martell didn't even lie when it came down to cheating. That's why Mel thought it was disrespectful. I ain't know Martell to be a liar. I will say that.
To elevate the neighborhood. We lost the damn house.
Are y'all joking?
He better not ever say he better than me at nothing.
I have a plan. It's called Wildly Successful Monster.
High school go, man.
Yes.
University said, hey, I don't think school's for you right now.
At the end of the day, Maurice, maybe you're not the best guy to teach him.
This is, again, the classic, let's show the parenting side of them. You know, something that Mel wanted to do when she was a part of this entire operation. She wanted to show more about her family, more about, you know, her family success, her being a mother, her being a businesswoman, you know, things of that nature. And I noticed in the last season and this one, they have been implementing more of that now that she's gone, instead of when she was here, there, whatever. But, you know, I'm not going to say anything about anybody's parenting because we all just trying to figure it out as we go. Okay. And we do the best that we can with what we got. So kudos for them still trying.
Martell, he stepped out his marriage, he cheated. She was pregnant.
I mean, how can you just mess your family up, huh? What made you want a relationship with a married man?
This girl came in, they messed up that family.
That's my best friend. I thought he's Destiny's best friend.
Who is that? There's a lot to unpack in this short little. Who is that? Like, I'm not gonna lie, from the back, from the side view, kind of looks like Kayla, but it don't sound like Kayla. And then on top of that, I doubt she would be best friends with Martell. I mean, they're just in two entirely different generations, and I feel like entirely almost different universes at this point. I don't know. I doubt Chris will even really be friends with Martell or even let that happen. I don't care what age Kayla is. But Kayla talking about that's her best friend. I mean, why did I say Kayla, Lord? Oh my gosh. The girl talking about Martell, that's her best friend, and then they're gonna slide into Destiny being his best friend. And not gonna lie, they've been saying stuff about Martell and Destiny for years, you know, for years. So I don't know.
I think there has been some feelings developed between Martell and Destiny.
If I had $1 million to bet, have Martell and Destiny mess around, my money's going towards that. Give me my payout.
I never had interest in Destiny like that.
You tried to put your son in Maverick school, and he didn't get in. And talk about my son.
Get out the way because this is about to get ugly.
You know, now don't get it twisted. I love me some Destiny. Love me some Destiny. But why is she always standing up and then nothing follows? I'm sorry. Like, you know, just stop standing up. Like, speak your piece, say what you got to say. But standing up implies I'm ready to scrap. you know? And it's like, you know, that's the energy you giving off. Now, somebody might misinterpret that and be really ready to scrap, and you be like, oh my gosh, she came up and hit me. Like, say what you got to say. Put that B in her place, respectfully. But every time I see her jump up, I just be like, you know, now I just realize ain't nothing coming. I mean, you see what happened with Tisha. I felt like Tisha kind of low-key punked her. I was surprised. I was like, I was ready for Destiny to take it there. You know, I'm not saying she got to pop off. No, but, you know, I really don't condone all that. But her energy, I thought that's what was going to happen. But Tisha was like, she was ready for all the smoke, surprisingly.
I can't believe you brought my husband in this. I thought we was better than that.
I know it's like.
Are you cussing at me?
Yeah, I am.
Are you cussing at me?
Yes.
That's Tisha. No, I'm serious.
But yeah, everybody was saying something about Martell and Destiny for years. I'm not saying something is going on, but at the same time, you know, people are parasocial. Anytime you see a man and a woman and they have a good friendship or a good bond, it's like, I don't know, something might be going on there. But that's not always the case, but a lot of times it do be. So I understand people's skepticism. So, I mean, it makes sense. But then with Martell being in a relationship, who is that calling her out? Is that Martell's other half?
Let's go.
Hey, I mean, in this day and age, I feel like people can do and live and say whatever they want to do, live and say however they want to live. And literally, no matter how ugly it is, they still just be going on like nothing ever happened, because the audacity. Seriously. But I don't know. I just felt like, you know what? They had to spice it up. Now, for those who didn't know, before I even get into that, I feel like they had to spice it up. I feel like this is what she been waiting on since she, you know, since she was known to be the side chick. She been trying to get on this show for so long. She finally got what she wanted. So all I got to say to you, Arian, honey, I hope it is everything you wanted and more. You got the man that was cheating on his wife. You got the spotlight that the woman had. I hope you're happy, because this is what you've been fighting for so long. But on the other side, and this is to everybody else, I strongly, and mark my words, I strongly do not feel like you should have to put somebody else down to bring yourself up. And anytime you choose to enter a situation knowingly, it's different if you don't know, because that happens a lot. You be dealing with somebody and they dealing with somebody else and you don't know. That's different. But when you knowingly know they're in a situation and you enter that situation in hopes of bringing the other party down and taking somebody else's spot, and I just never see that go well. And like they say, the same way you get them is the same way you lose them. So I just hope she's ready for that spotlight she's been so desperately trying to gain. That's all I gotta say. And then y'all know I had to get into these comments. So we're just gonna go through the first couple, because I mean it was kind of funny, and some of them was really clocking it. So let's go. That's what Arian said when she sat down with a man that called you a peasant on the same show before. Woo-ee. I think that's what that means. Woo-ee. That's true. I mean, we all remember that. Not coleslaw sitting next to Hush Puppy thinking she's a queen. They so silly for that. Sitting there like she won something. Girl, bye. Period. Carlos is a friend to everyone, so he is loyal to no one. This is going to be wild. Look at Carlos catching a stray. I see they got rid of Trish. Thank God. Always lying about the smallest things. Listen, but for real though, like, I noticed that. I was like, okay, who's missing? Trish and Ken is definitely not on there. Surprisingly, they lasted a good couple of seasons, so I'm pretty sure hopefully they stacked their coin. But wow, I don't know, did I or didn't I see that coming? I'm not even gonna say I seen that really coming, but I'm also not surprised. And then for them to say always lying about the smallest things, I don't know. She did lie a lot. I don't know. She was confusing. She lied so much she confused herself. I don't think she knew what was right or wrong. I don't think she knew the truth for real. I'm praying for Mel and her beautiful children. Yeah, I seen this one earlier. I did like it because I mean we all are, right? Like, come on. You know what? And I looked it up and it said that Mel is, with her exit contract, she's no longer a producer or none of that either, which is crazy because you know what would have been real tea. And maybe the information I found is wrong, hopefully in this case, because the real tea is if she's still a executive producer and she's still making coins off of all of them, now that she gone, that would be the real tea. Like, girl thought she about to come on there on a stepping stone she laid down. That's what I'm trying to say. For her to, it's not like, I don't know. To me, it's not like she's just, Martell's just moving on and he's moving on with, somebody after him and his wife split. Obviously, we know how that split happened, and it does take two. I'm not saying it's all because of this woman. It's because of Martell too, obviously. But at the same time, the fact that this woman, it seems like she thinks she could just come in and take over the very life that Mel had. To me, that's a little scary. And the crazy part is there is a lot of women with that mindset out here. They don't want you till they see you with somebody else, and then they want to get at you, or, for all the gentlemen that's listening, then they want to get at you once they see you with somebody else, and then they just want to hurt whoever you with and make them, it's something about something, some women, they just have to hurt another woman or put another woman down in order for them to feel good. They do like, they just have to. So I don't know, that's crazy. Side piece, so happy to get airtime. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, she been begging for this for so long. That's why she like, let's go. So hey, like I said, she got it. Oh, and one more. Two more. Clearly the ratings was low. Yikes. So glad to see Mel and Stormy prospering after leaving. Kudos to that, because I'm so happy for that too. I like both Mel and Stormy, even though they, wasn't seeing eye to eye when Mel left. Even with Stormy, I felt like Stormy just felt like this is not it. Like, I came this far, but this ain't it. So I'm proud of her for doing her thing. And she at the other show. And she's still prospering greatly. Last one, y'all. Melanie was right all along. She sure was. But look, that's it for me. I just wanted to break that down really quickly. Y'all know I will be tuned into that new season because I love me a good Love and Marriage Huntsville. I do. So yeah, I just have to catch up with that one with you guys. Catch y'all later. Love.
So this is another episode of Love's Diary, and this is Antisocial Love signing off.